Yo, what's good, Magic Knights? It is your boy Deadman Vince back with the yet another Black Clover mobile video. And yeah, I know this is like late information, but I just want to kind of talk about I just want to talk about what the game, what this means for the game right now, or how I feel about the game in general right now. You guys noticed that I haven't been making videos in a very long time. My computer is down right now, and making gaming videos is not as desirable to do on just an iPad when it comes to editing and all the things that I like to do with my videos. But if you guys do like the Dead Man's comeback, then leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, whatever. Cool. All right. So, Spirit Dive is here, right? And before I even go into that, what I want to say is I think the game is moving entirely too fast. I don't think they really, at first I thought this would be like a reasonable model. I thought that, they would stretch it out over time and do whatever they could, but like honestly, it just doesn't feel that way anymore. The game is constantly getting bashed, called a dead game. Honestly, it's to a point now where I have to admit the game is pretty fucking dead. Big Gaming, you did it to yourself. Big Gaming is the enemy. I said a long time ago, Vic Gaming is officially the enemy, but like, no, Vic Gaming is absolutely the enemy. Why are they the enemy? Because they just keep recycling the same content over and over and over and over and over and honestly, I could say over 100 more times, and still wouldn't even amount to the amount of times I need to say over and over again. But yeah, they just recycle the same stuff, and it's getting pretty old. I want new content. I want new bosses to fight. I want new characters. Isn't a problem. They keep dropping new characters. What the problem is that premium characters or limited characters, they usually require like a special summon ticket, and even if they don't require a special summon ticket, limited characters typically do break the game. So far, the three limited characters that we've had thus far are Julius, he's blue, Asta, he's red, and then Marileona, she's green. This being green is definitely going to tip the game in green's favor for certain, having two limiteds on their team, but that's besides the point. We'll get into that later. Um, but it's just like Julius dropped at the 100-day point. Asa dropped at the half anniversary point. Now, 100 days would be like 3 months, and then the half anniversary would be like 3 more months after that, right? So, like, reasonable gap. 3 months in between limiteds is a reasonable gap. It gives people time, to catch up. The problem was when they did Black Asta as a seasonal, then they jumped and did two seasonal characters, and then right after that, we had another seasonal in Mary Leona, which Mary Leona is a very hyped character. Yes, I definitely 1 billion% believe she deserved to be a limited character. If she wasn't a limited character, I would have been kind of like, I don't know about that one, Vic Gaming. But like even still, the frequency at which limited characters are coming out is, I think, detrimental to the game. Limited characters are supposed to be like some special occasion, and now it feels like every time I summon for a limited character, or even when I'm not summoning for a limited character, I'm just like, yo. I know another limited character's coming next month probably. Like I'm just sitting there like, yo, another limited character's probably coming next month. And honestly, they're probably gonna make it a bitch and a half to try and get the tickets you need to summon for that character, or the rates will be bad. Like I don't know, man. Like limited characters just come so frequently that they don't even feel like they're special or anything, right? And I thought maybe they could stretch it out and make Black Asta like the first anniversary like character, and I honestly had somewhat of a plan on how that would like work out because like Vic Gaming is or some of the team of Vic Gaming is the parent is from Netmarble, right? The lead development team for Grand Cross. I used to say that all the time. I'm bringing this point back up now. There are some things that they did in Grand Cross that I do not approve of, but I would say the spacing of the really, really hype characters is decent enough. We get regular characters in between. Some of the regular characters are good, and that's how it kind of is in Black Clover. Regular characters are good, but it's like the more and more you look into the game, it just feels more and more like a cash grab because not only do they drop multiple characters at the same time on separate banners that you have to summon for to get, and you got to get the skill pages to complete their kits, but it's just like they're sprinkling limited characters like they're not even that special of a character. So quite honestly, Vic Gaming I think is really doing a good job, a terrific job at killing this game, and it disappoints me. But I mean, like I still play, but like life had gotten kind of overwhelming for me in the past few weeks, and I found myself kind of slipping off of BCM more and more too. Not saying that I was slipping off of BCM because they're killing the game. I was still playing BCM more than Dokkan, but eventually I slipped off of everything that wasn't kind of like a necessity in my life at the moment. So I had fallen off of like a few gacha games for a little bit, for like a good week or so, and now I'm like kind of like back in it, trying to ease back into it and not overplay them. But like, yeah, no, Vic Gaming, step it up, or the game's done. It's fried, it's cooked. There's no saving it, bro. Honestly. The only other game that I could think of, and I could be very limited in my knowledge because I only play gacha games based on animes, so I like to have an established set of characters before I hop into a gacha game. So you won't catch me playing like a bunch of other like gacha games upon release. Like I played Honkai Star Rail with my homie because he just got on his computer and I was like, sure, I'll try it out with you. Some people convinced me to play Genshin. I'll never play Genshin again. Like I've played games here and there that are, not anime based gotcha games. And honestly, they all fall flat for me. They all die for me. Um, Honestly, I've been playing, or honestly, I stopped playing the Blue Lock Gotcha game completely. But when I was playing Gotcha games heavily, still, I was playing Blue Lock. I was trying to get on to Blue Lock more than BCM for a little while because Blue Lock was really fun. It was a new concept. But honestly, I think that Vic Gaming is going to try and surprise us, knock everything like, or flip everything over on its head for their first anniversary. But like, honestly. That's not good enough. That's 1 billion% not good enough. The last time I can think of a game, and remember my knowledge can be very limited. The last time I remember a game being like an absolute wasteland until like the first year where shit really started popping off was like Dokkan, right? Because Dokkan was a game where like you built teams, you did missions, but like you were struggling through everything. Everything was hard, not because it was actually hard. Everything was hard because you didn't have a good like character to like assemble all the characters like under. Even though Black Clover doesn't have leader skills, it still have characters that have very good synergies together. In Dokkan, it felt like yes, there are a few characters that are Super Saiyans, there are a few characters that are this, there are a few characters that are that. But like at the end of the day, leader skills are like a very integral piece to that game. So without having a character without a solid leader skill, it just felt like, you were just fumbling around hoping for the best. It was the RNG party, RNG festival, right? Trying to hoping that you would win something or something like that. And that's okay for a game that's 9 years old now. Dokkan gets that pass because it started in 2015. Okay, it was a much simpler time for gotcha games. Everything wasn't like booming like it was now for the gotcha game industry. So it makes sense that a game like that would take its time to build up and get what it needs to for the game to actually be playable. We got the first anniversary. We know we got Janemba, who was like a intelligence mono leader, and then we got like Super Gogeta, who was like a all types leader, and even still, his leader still was pretty ass. Like he just gave everybody, I think, key three, attack plus 3,000 or something like that, but it was still something feasible, something that boosted everybody, no matter who they were. That's when Dokkan I feel like started to really like take off, right? And the problem with Black Clover trying to do something to that effect is like Black Clover, at first, to me, it seemed like it was taking off, but then, like, it was because they laid a good foundation. If they would have continued to add new stuff, and, I wouldn't be here talking about what I'm talking about right now, but they just consistently repeated stuff, rinse, repeat, recycle, whatever, right? They just kept doing the same thing over and over again. We've gotten Praketna a billion times. We've gotten Battle Gigas a billion times. We've gotten Arc Velox a billion times. We've gotten Guild Wars a guild or we got in guild guild arena, whatever, knights battle a billion times. They literally took away guild wars. One thing that I felt like actually made the game more playable, it was like, oh, if I actually play the game regularly, even if you play it casually and so say you don't play and you log in every now and then, you get your rewards. Guild wars was kind of like a way to get people to be like, oh, okay, I can actually get some rewards for actually playing right now and get some extra stuff, blah blah blah, get ranking in the guild, get rewards at the end of this. Cool, I want to do that, right? They took that away. I feel like that was a big thing that incentivized people to play at least during a certain like period of time. And honestly, if you think about it, it probably incentivized people to play before Guild Wars came around too, because you're trying to polish, you're trying to get all your dot your I's and cross all your T's before Guild Wars comes around, so that you are in a position where you can grind nonstop like you need to, blah blah blah. So you got to get your character strong and all that, right? But like now, and like also during Guild Wars, it's a time where you want to work on your characters because working on your characters, ranking your characters, you are in your characters or whatever. Like I remember one Guild Wars, I was in my own guild, then my guild was like lacking. I left my guild, I joined another guild. I had to wait 2 days to participate, and then I still worked my way up to like third place in that guild, and that guild had a bunch of content creators in it because that was like when I was evolving all my characters to LR, getting everybody to level 100, running all these extra missions, blah blah blah. So it's just like you get rewarded for putting in the work that you need to put in. But it's just like they took that away. That was ridiculous. They took away the Gate of Destiny and they brought it back. The Gate of Destiny, I would say, is better now, but I feel like the problem is the changes they make to things aren't so good that I would say it permits big gaming to take those things away from us while they work on them. In all reality, you should be working on them while we're like, so say this. Instead of taking away Gate of Destiny for a month, because that was a dumbass decision in the first place. Which I guess it was fine because there was no characters for season 7, but even still, it would have been nice to get a free character during the time. Instead, what they should have done was, since there was no character for season 7, go ahead and just make that change where we can pick any character from any prior season and go ahead and work on towards getting those characters. Maybe keep like the same missions, and then whenever season 8 rolls out, they change it so that there's a new set of missions like they do now, and we still can just pick all the chests. Like they could have literally just introduced it in parts and not taken it away completely for a little bit. But it's just like that's the problem. There's already so little in the game, and Vic Gaming, you are constantly taking away just to like put something back as a replacement. It is just like, can I say personally that the things that you're putting in as a replacement were so incredible that it warranted even getting rid of the original thing in the first place? Nah, I can't agree with that sentiment. I just feel like at first they had a really good idea. They had a really good amount of ambition with it, and now that they're getting money off of it, they don't even care, and they're not even getting that much money. So it's just like, bro, that's such a bad mentality to have. You aren't even getting that much money. Y'all can get so much more money off of this big gaming. Like you can get so much more money off this. I know it's a business at the end of the day, so money is the goal, right? But like y'all are acting in cash grabby ways, and the game not that big of a cash grab. Like it's free to pay, it was free to play friendly before, but now I feel like free to play friendly is starting to kind of go away because there's just such a lack of content that like new content. What gets players free summon currency is new content because the first time you have to beat something new, you got to give us some sort of compensation, some sort of reward for that. But if you just keep recycling stuff, that's just Vic Gaming's underhanded way of saying like, yeah, we got you more content, but we're not giving you more free stuff for this stuff. And it's just like, look at this, people were already complaining about Betel Gigas, about Arcvelox, about Prakidna. People were talking about, yo, I need a guide, I need this, I need blah blah blah. What did they do then? They made Betel Gigas, Prakidna, and Arcvelox all harder. They made each one of the difficulty levels have a much higher combat power requirement. Then they added on little bonus like check or not checkpoints, little bonus objectives that you can do during the fight, or little bonus buffs that the boss gets or debuffs you get, whatever during the fight. It made it even so you took some old content and all you did was make it harder and then give us an option to make it even harder. And it's like I don't think people necessarily want harder content because some people are working towards that. So some people do want harder content. But at the same time, what people mainly want is new, refreshing content. Why is it that we got that whole beach campaign, whatever, for the third month of the game? That was like a stellar month, I feel like, because Charmy was incredible. Who was that month? It was Charmy, Vanessa, Asta. Charmy was incredible. Vanessa is still whatever, in my opinion, to this day. Asta is a decent pick, I feel like. He has some pretty cool stuff in his kit. But it's just like nobody was screaming to the heavens about the characters, Charmy, I mean. But like people were more so just like, yo, this beach event is crazy. You introduced a new gear set, you introduced two new skill pages, like, and there was an option to get all that stuff maxed out for free. And it's just like you're not even doing stuff like that anymore. You're not even doing that for the half anniversary. Like what's going on, Vic Gaming? Why do you not care? Why did you present to us that you cared and then you don't even care? That's the one thing I hate the most. When you pretend you care and you don't actually give a shit. When you say that you're one thing and you're actually not that thing at all. Just be honest up front. If you didn't give a fuck and you wanted our money, be honest. Sure, you wouldn't have gotten our money that way, but I mean, it's just a less shitty thing to do. Um, Also, limited characters lost their value once Black Ops came out for the half anniversary, right? And then on the global version, they just rushed and had Asta out in like how many months of the game being out? Like 3 months, three and a half, four, like anywhere in that range. I don't play the global version because I think it's mid how fast they're just pumping stuff out. But like I think the global version is mid for other reasons, but we're not even talking about it. But realistically, it's just like when you dropped Black Asta, Vic Gaming, I had made a statement. I said they're probably dropping Black Asta just to keep people hype about the game, not because of his relevance in the story, not for half anniversary, not for intensity or anything like that. Now, until the global version of the game came out, we cannot confirm that statement nor deny that statement because we had nothing else to go off of. Black Ops dropped before the half anniversary, and that was the reality that we were living. End of discussion. Except for when the global version of the game came out, they dropped Black Asta way before the global version even hit, like 6 months. So that goes to show that limited characters are not special characters at all. Sure, limited characters dominate the game for a little while they're out, but even still, they're not really special in Vic Gaming's eyes. That's just a high tier cash grab versus the regular cash grab that these banners already are, right? Another thing to think about is just like you release them at the 6 month anniversary, then you release them 3 months into another game. Again, if you were willing to release him at any point in time, that just means that that character was a cash grab to retain people's interest and get people's money because Black Ops is the main character. When he unlocks his like first like special mode, every anime, everybody knows anime. Every character has their transformations, their special modes. Even if they don't transform, they have like special techniques, whatever. So Black Asta was Asta's first transformation. So obviously people are going to spend money out the wazoo for that, and it doesn't even matter if you spent money on Black Asta or not. I was somebody who went, I think, 16 multis in, and I finally got my copy of Asta. I did my 17th multi. I got a copy of Asta's skill page. Then I used 5 skill page duplicates and 5 character duplicates, and got my character and the skill page maxed out. That was still underhanded because the next seasonal came out basically a month later, and people just weren't sitting on the materials like that unless they've been saving from the start of the game. But like I don't know, Big Gaming. This is a bittersweet feeling that you've left with me because you are destroying this game. You are the enemy, but you're also who us as a community have to talk to and tell what we want, and it just is so frustrating when a company is just like not doing shit with a good product. It's just like, dude, you could evolve this to something much better. You could do these things, you could implement these things. But it's just like you don't even care. You got a little bit of money, you're just like, this is cool. But it's just that's stupid, you know? Like anything can make you money. If you're gonna do something, you might as well put your heart into it. You might as well make sure it's a good product and not something that people will go on the internet and talk shit about. Right? But I mean, I don't know. At this point, if you like Black Clover, you like Black Clover Mobile and you still want to play it. If you hate it, completely understandable. I can't even judge you for not wanting to play anymore. I'm still going to continue to play because I'm a big Black Clover fan, and I do have hope that the first anniversary will turn things around on some Dokkan shit. And also, what I want to say about that is Black Clover Mobile, you're still, or Vic Gaming, you're still idiotic in the sense that doing what Dokkan did 9 years after Dokkan's been out is dumb as shit. Over those 9 years, we've had new precedents, and things change, man. Like this isn't some Black Clover Mobile is not some 2D, you know, 2D pixelated. Not say Dokkan's pixelated. I didn't mean that, but like Black Clover Mobile is not some 2D bubble pop simulator. Black Clover is a 3D action RPG that's like semi, open world. Like it's a cool experience. It's a nice game. It looks more polished than an older 9-year-old game. So when you do things that 9-year-old games do, it kind of just sits wrong with me. I'm just like, why would you even shoot yourself in the foot like that? Once again, Big Game just shooting himself in the foot. It's nothing new. Something that they naturally do. They don't give a shit. But like I care, man, and I'm gonna still talk for Black Clover, but I gotta be a realist at the same time because I'm a realist. I'm a realistic dude, bro. And realistically, Vic Gaming is still butchering to this day. Honestly, the first anniversary can't even be good to save the game. The first anniversary has to be excellent, superb, supreme. It has to be on that level to like save the game. Like, what do we need for first anniversary? So there was already leaks. There's already leaks that Spirit Dive Noel is the first anniversary character, which honestly, that's not that dumb of a decision because in the last like 3 popularity polls, Noel has won. I didn't even see a popularity poll for the 7th year this year. I could have been not cognizant of it because Twitter is basically Pornhub now, and I don't like to get on that. That's just stupid. But like I don't feel like sifting through Twitter for that. And honestly, there's just a lot of things changing, really. But um, yeah, Noel being the first anniversary character is not a bad idea. Noel is hype. Noel is lovable. Noel is more lovable than Asta, I feel like, because Asta is like annoying, but not like a hated person. and you kind of just come around to like, okay, he yells a lot, but he's a good dude. Noelle is somebody that you meet her at first, and you're like, oh, I hate this motherfucker, because like she's so snobby, she's so cocky, and she's asked to control her magic. So I'm just like, yo, why are you so cocky? But then she actually has a change of heart and becomes a very great character. So that's why Noelle is like so loved in my opinion. So it makes sense for her to be like the first anniversary. It makes more sense for Asa to be the first anniversary. But hey, who's keeping track? Who cares anymore? Big Gaming doesn't clearly. But yeah, Noel's gonna be the first anniversary. I can't front on y'all. If we don't have, Noel's kit has got to be absolutely destroy the game, busted. Just like Red Noel when she came out, this new Noel needs to dominate the game for longer than that Noel did. Just because of we deserve that. We deserve good things in this game, especially for people who are playing die hard. Like, bro, y'all know this man, Lord Slug, the homie, bro, Thug Slug. This man quit the game, and it's just like I couldn't even be upset with him. I was like, yo, that makes sense. Like, I tried to talk him out of it. I was like, yo, you sure, bro? Like, come on, bro. Just join my guild. It's cool. But he wasn't trying to play the game anymore. You got to understand when somebody doesn't desire to do something, you can't force them to do it. So I was just like, yo, that's facts. That's cool. I respect that. And it's just like Vic Gaming did do what they do. So it's just like we got to do what we do as players. We got to do what we do as a community, as YouTubers. And it's just like sometimes you got to pivot to better things, bro. And yeah, like people are dropping the game. That's cool. That always happens, but it's like the rate at which people are dropping the game, the reasons at which people are dropping the game. The reasons that people are dropping the game could easily be fixed if we just got new content. But I'm gonna end my rant off by saying this. In the first anniversary, if we don't have Noel be like the craziest character to drop yet, if we don't have, a new event like kind of like campaign like the beach event, half off stamina, two times affinity. You know what I'm saying? They got to introduce that level 125 mechanic. They're probably waiting for the first anniversary to do that. We need to get not even a new campaign by itself. We also need new bosses. I'm tired of looking at the same fucking bosses every fucking season. It's so annoying. It's so irritating to think that you put in enough effort to start off good, and then you just kind of gave up in the middle of it for no damn reason. It's just like, dude, what? You're just being lazy, bit gaming. Stop being fucking lazy. Get it together. Like, it's not even one person that I'm talking to. It's an entire company. How the fuck are all y'all just like making dumbass decisions? It's like y'all got monkeys typing in there, bro. Like, oh, let's do this week, bro. I don't understand what's good with you, Vit Gaming, but you really gotta tighten up, bro. And honestly, you can say I'm the enemy, but honestly, fuck you. You're the enemy, Vit Gaming. I don't even care what you like. I don't care what you got to say to me. I'm not a YouTuber that gets content creator programs from the games, blah blah blah. Like, no, that would be too easy for me because I'm the type of person that if you gave somebody a gun and you gave me a rock, I'm coming out of that battle, unscathed, winning. It's just too easy for me to do well at whatever I do. So of course, the universe, Vic Gaming, whatever, they're not going to give me the content creator programs. The world wants me to put in some amount of work because if I got the content creator program, I'd be putting in so little work and getting so many benefits from it. It would just be unfair to the universe. It would unbalance the world, right? So I'm not somebody who gets paid on the content creator program, man. I'm somebody who puts his own money into the game, and honestly, I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it because y'all ain't even doing shit worth my damn money. Vic Gaming, figure this shit out. Figure this shit out. I don't know. It doesn't seem that hard to me. I'm looking at the game and I'm just like, yo, they could do something like this. They could do something like this. Every time I look at the game, I'm popping a new idea for some content that would work. And honestly, whenever you're adding some new shit to the game, I always call out how it'll probably work, and it usually works like the way I said it would work. So it's just like, dude, it's so easy for us to see, but somehow it's so hard for y'all to see or implement or whatever, bro. But Vic Gaming, get it the fuck together. I'm sick of this shit, man. I love this game, bro, and I refuse to let anybody destroy this game. No matter whether you're the content creators, no matter whether you're just like players going, on the streets talking shit about it. Nobody's doing that. It's not that serious. Or whether you're the company, I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna stand for this game being disrespected, man, and I like disrespected unfairly. It's just like I don't know. All the things that I listed, that's what I need to see for the anniversary. let's just talk about Spirit Dive real quick. There are no moves listed here, but we're getting on the 28th, and today is the 25th. So not even in 3 days, but in 2 days at like 11 p.m., we should have access to if you're in America, if you're on the East Coast specifically, that's where I am. So on the 27th at like 11 p.m., I should have access to like summoning for Spirit Dive. He is a seasonal character. I'll throw a few summons at him. Cool, whatever. I'm not giving them my money though. I'm not spending money for the summons. I'm just gonna summon with whatever I got, man. And like, dude, I guess this is fed up dead man. I don't know, but he's gonna be green. He's gonna be an attacker. Big surprise. There's something I noticed. You have sense, technique, and then you have what's the last one? It's called force. No, it's called sense, technique. Is it force? Is red power? Is power. So like Astas are typically like power characters. Yami has a variant of a character in each category because Yami is a power. He is a bruiser type of fighter. He has a power. Yami's technique is impeccable. He's crazy with the sword play. Then you also have sense. Yami can sense mana. He has mana zone. All this, blah blah blah. Like it fits, right? It's clearly going to be a sense character because his ability to sense mana, like more often than not, is not somebody who's winning a fight because he out skilled you. He did not out brute force you. It's because he's loved by mana and he just has such a crazy power reserve that like he can just overpower your ass, overwhelm your ass with the amount of magic he's throwing at your ass. If you notice, every single Asta in the game, they're all red characters because all Asta has is his brute force. Now they could release a green Asta at some point because we're past the point now where in the story, Asa trains with Mario Leona, or everybody trains with Mario Leona at the volcano, and Asa learns how to sense the anti-magic in his body and everything. So now, from this point on, we could possibly see some green Astas, and honestly, we could see. I don't know why we don't have any blue Astas because Asta's sword play is ridiculous. Like Asta was literally trained by Zora, not Zora. I'm sorry. Who am I thinking of? They both have red hair. Fonzel. Asta was trained by Fonzel already at this point in the story. Asta trains with maybe when Asta trains with Noct, I don't know, like or Kyoto. He fought Kyoto and learned from Kyoto. He fights with Yami and learns from Yami. So Asta's already picked up on different like sword users techniques. I don't know why we don't have a blue or a green Asta yet. I don't know why every Asta is just like red. I would love to have some Asta presence on some green or blue teams, but like yeah, green. He is an attacker. It is what it is. His little character art looks really nice. This is actually the scene from where he's fighting Real in the Grand Magic games, and he says, "Bell, let's do the thing," and then Bell does Spirit Dive, and what a Chad! That's his skill page right there. Spirit Dive, is an attacker who exerts even more power by applying the Spirit Assimilation effect to himself. The Spirit Assimilation effect can be applied by using special moves. With the Awakening passive, when the Spirit Assimilation effect is applied to yourself, you will be given the Invincibility effect for one turn, which honestly, invincibility. I feel like they're eventually going to make like a dodge in this game, right? Because I feel like is not so much invincible, more so just like untouchable because of how fast he's moving, right? Like obviously there's tiers of speed. There's speed of light, there's speed of sound. Wind is like kind of like ubiquitous, but like if you can move with the wind or incorporate that into your movement, you'll be moving much faster than a human should be moving, right? So yeah, I feel like they'll eventually add like a dodge mechanic in, and maybe he get updated to like dodging instead of invincibility for one turn. His unique passive gives him the Wind Spirit's Blessing effect, which increases the amount of damage he deals at the start of the turn. In addition, there is also a decreased energy debuff and also an absolute silence effect. And when using skill 2, when a special skill page is equipped, a barrier block effect, you can apply various effects when attacking enemies. Details of the update will be announced in a separate notice at a later date. Please look forward to SSR Spirit Dive whose special pickup gotcha will start with Chapter 12 update. This was supposed to be a video talking about but this is more so me talking my shit, man. Like I don't understand what Vic Gaming is trying to do, and honestly, I'm not a fan. I don't appreciate it, and like I'm full aggression right now. Like yo, Vic Gaming. do something right or fuck off, dude. I don't know. Like it sucks that you have to tell a company that's making the game like, yo, stop messing this shit up. But it's just like, I mean, I guess that's what times have come to, man. I don't know. But like, this is your boy Dead Man, yeah, popping my shit, man. I wish I had my computer because like if I had face cam right now, I just want y'all to like, y'all know me. Whenever I make something really nice, I like my face to be on it so people know that I put in the work and the effort on it. Whenever I make something that is like highly critical of something, I like my face to be on that video so that people know that it's the dead man talking shit because I'm not hiding behind a screen, like, bro. And if you don't know who I am, go through my channel and look through a billion of my videos. Almost all of my streams and almost all of my videos have my face cam all over it, so you can see what I look like. You can see who's talking shit. And honestly, I ain't scared of nobody, bro. So like, say what you will, do your worst, hop in the comments, say whatever, bro. But like, I just had to talk my shit because like I'm fed up with how the gaming is doing this. It's dude, it's like watching a parent raise their child the wrong way on purpose. It's just like, dude, why are you letting your kid why are you letting your kid, walk around knives and cigarettes and shit, man? Put your kid in front of stuff that's good for them, help them to nurture and grow. Don't destroy them before things even start. But like, yeah, if the first anniversary is not supremely superb, exceptional, god tier, Black Clover Mobile's fucking done, dude. And I don't even feel bad saying that anymore. So hey, bro, stuff comes and go in life, and if Black Clover Mobile dies because of it gaming, there wasn't anything like if it truly dies because of it gaming, there was nothing we could have done about it. Like they wanted the shit to perish, and like honestly, we just got to move on to the next game, bro. New games are coming out all the time, and people have options now. So you got to do something to set yourself apart, or you will just fall to the wayside. You will fall to the rafters, and you will be fucking useless. So that is what I think of you, Big Gaming. I think you're fucking useless. But that's your boy Deadman Vince. If you guys did enjoy my little rant, my little spiel, then go down below, drop a like, drop a subscribe, drop a comment. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll do some PvP showcases. Who knows? Peace out.